Hi friends, it's Sunday, it's our weekly guidance time, and I have so much to tell you. You're a little crooked, I don't know if I can fix that or not. It's gonna make me a little nuts today, but oh well. If you're in my group, Jory's live stream library, I just let you all know that I was setting up to go live, and it was probably like 10 or 15 minutes ago, so I apologize to you guys who have been waiting patiently for me to come on. It's just I had a bunch of things to organize. I have so much to tell you that I had to make a list. And I'm not a list person, but I have so much to tell you. So I have this list to cover real quick before we start our shuffling. By the way, if you're new to these live streams, my name is Jory Cooper Swick. I'm a numerologist, happiness coach, and intuitive counselor. My website is theblissfulknowing.com. And I do these weekly guidance sessions every week if I can, these live streams. I've created 3 guidance decks to help you get in touch with your inner guidance, and I'm going to be using those. I use those, all 3 of them, every time we do one of these live streams. Today, we're going to switch it up a tiny bit, and I'm excited because I have so much to tell you. We're going to do a few less cards. So we're going to do a focus card from each of these decks. Zen Blossoms, Love is Everywhere. And then we're going to do focus cards from the Blissful Knowing. I'm not sure if we're going to do 2 or 3. I'm going to ask my pendulum for clarity. So we'll do 4 to 5 cards total, unless more cards come flying out, which definitely has happened in the past. So we're just going to do it from a perspective of focus cards this week. All right, let me go to my list. I'm getting fired up and buzzed because you're all here and you're all commenting, and I'm trying to focus on my list without reading all the comments. Hi, Mel, great to see you. Shane is here. Shane is my assistant perker-upper. He is my pom-pom shaker while I'm shuffling. So glad to have you. Hi, Susan. Okay, so let me go over my little list so I can be efficient and make sure I covered everything. We're having some extra poofy hair today, so there's going to be some of this happening. Some of this. All right, here we go. So, retrograde shadow period, Mercury retrograde shadow period, it is over as of April 17th, which I think is Wednesday. So that's exciting. I don't know if you guys have felt a shift. For me, this last week really started to feel like momentum was taking over. We were moving forward. The shadow period, we're still moving forward in the shadow period, but things can be a little bit slower in the shadow period. But I did a ton of work this past week, a ton. I pulled out all my power tools and was very consistent in using them. And that may be why things really started to take shape for me. And I'm super grateful. But again, my goal is if something works for me, to share it with you guys. That's why today is the last day. If you want to do this with me, $30 off the 90-minute session called the Emotional Closet Cleaning. It teaches you how to raise your vibration. It gives you the tools to turn negative emotion into positive emotion. It completely flips your reality. If you use it correctly, and that's what I teach you to do, you can shift your entire reality, consciously shift to the reality you prefer. So that is called the Emotional Closet Cleaning. If you go to theblissfulknowing.com and you click book a session, which is right there on the homepage, it will lead you to Emotional Closet Cleaning. $30 off. I have never, ever, ever offered a sale on it, and I've never offered $30 off anything on my site. So this is huge. Today is the last day to take advantage of that offer, and it is the most life-changing tool that I offer. Most life-changing tool that I have on my site. And absolutely, I want to call it life-saving for me. I mean, it has totally changed my life. So my goal is to be able to teach you, to offer you these tools so that you can do this for yourself. It's how I keep my vibration high. It's how I'm able to manifest so many magical things, which I have a story for you. It's not even about me, it's about one of my clients. So excited to tell you guys that story. It's so juicy. Anyway, today's the last day. Sunday, today is the last day. $30 off. So take advantage of that if you can. Maybe you got a tax refund. Woo! I don't know, I hope so. All right, next Sunday is our private live stream event. It's sold out. In fact, I opened up more spots and those sold out. However, I may be guided to open up a few more spots. Now, everybody that joins the live stream gets a private reading, a personal reading during the live stream. We look at your numerology, we do cards, and we have been using my new guidance board, which is so fun. It's not new, but it's new to our live streams. So fun. It has 12 different topics like romance, finances, career, spiritual growth, all this stuff. It's great. If you want to be on the waiting list, I cannot guarantee you that I will open more spots. It totally comes down to if I'm guided to or not. I always wait for intuitive guidance before I do anything, before I take any action. So if you're interested in participating in that with us, that's Sunday, this coming Sunday. We'll not be doing a public live stream here. Sunday, it is Easter Sunday. It's 2 p.m. Pacific time, 5 p.m. Eastern time. It's about 2 hours. Again, I'm already sold out, but you can message me to be on a waiting list if I am guided to open up more spots. If. I don't know. Everybody that's in, you're in. Yay. Thank you. Thank you. All right, that's that. So I will not be here next Sunday. I may come on Friday just to say hi and let you know about the event. I don't know. All right, next on our list, tomorrow is Mini Reading Monday, and it's going to be a bonus reading. Everyone's going to get a bonus reading. If you want to get a personal reading, tomorrow is Mini Reading Monday. The mini readings range from $5 to $20. Now, you're also, with every reading, every mini reading, going to get an additional bonus card. It's a bonus focus card. So you'll be getting the readings I usually do with the, let me see if I have this list deck, which has a lot of text. So all the text is there for you. The reading, all the information for your personal reading is on the cards. You'll get pictures of the cards. But with the bonus focus card, you're each going to get a one-word card for focus from one of the decks. And I will be asking my pendulum when I'm doing your mini reading what deck to use for your focus card, your bonus focus card. So that's tomorrow. I'll be advertising that on my personal page and on the Blissful Knowing public page. And also probably in my VIP group and all that other good stuff. So hopefully you will be able to get one of those special bonus card readings tomorrow. Okay, next on our list, ooh, there's so much good stuff. Oh, there's so much good stuff. Okay, I want to tell you about the magical money story, but I'm waiting a little bit longer just till we have a few more people coming on. So I'm going to skip ahead and tell you that if you don't know already, I have a group called the Blissful Knowing VIPs, and I just got in some beautiful new pendants, and we're already sold out in one day because the Blissful Knowing VIPs get first dibs. They get the first sneak peek of all the new items, and they get to claim them first. So what I have coming soon is Oregon wands. These are coming soon, so excited. Multiple colors. These are great for laying on top of your Wi-Fi router and in front, standing one in front and laying one on top of it. Oregon, if you don't know, helps to mitigate EMFs, electromagnetic frequencies, negative pollution from our electronics, radiation, all that yucky stuff. Right now, I do still have some pyramids on my website. They transmute negative energy into positive. It's called Oregon, and you can find that on my website under Oregon Energy Balancing. So if you want to get first dibs on the new wands when they come in, join the Blissful Knowing VIPs. I will put a link in the comments. Wanted to talk to you about the energies in spring cleaning really quickly, because the energies, again, for numerology this month are 4 and 7. So I hope you've been feeling a lot of that spring cleaning energy anyway, but April is the 4th month. 4 is very organized, loves to get things done. So it's a great energy for cleaning. And 7 is the energy of purification and detoxification, not to mention outdoor stuff. So if you've been working outdoors, I can't stop. I didn't even want to come in today. It's so beautiful. I've got lemon trees in bloom, blossoming. If you could plant a fruit tree, please do. It's just heavenly. Anyway, so the energies are about cleaning and detoxification. So I was inspired to place a new order for my favorite cleaning supplies. Please, my friends, please, please, please. Most cleaning supplies are toxic, okay? Laundry detergents, dryer sheets, horribly, horribly toxic. In 2011, I cleaned up everything. I went natural as I could be. I got rid of so much of my hair products and makeup and skincare and all of my cleaners. And so I have a personal favorite cleaner, I do use a lot of natural stuff like vinegar and lemon juice. I love to cut a lemon. I've got my 4 lemon trees. Love to cut a lemon, sprinkle some baking soda, cut a lemon in half, and scour my sink, my stainless steel sink with that. Love doing that. You can use a lemon as a scouring pad with a baking soda. So fabulous. So there's lots of natural things that you can do. You can make your own cleaners, but I have to show you my favorite line of cleaners. These guys were on the show Shark Tank, 2 fathers. One of them is a chemist. I believe he sprayed it in his mouth just to show how safe it is. I'm not gonna do that for you guys today, okay? I'm not spraying any cleaners in my mouth, but this brand is called Better Life. I don't know if you've seen me talk about it. I have talked about it probably at least 2 or 3 more times in the past. Not this year though, I haven't mentioned it this year. So this is called Better Life, and this is the all-purpose cleaner. I have almost everything in the line. I have the floor cleaner, I love the bathroom cleaner. There's like, I probably have like 8 other products. I love the stain and odor remover. So great. And the reason why I want to tell you guys is these are totally natural, totally safe, super duper effective. No crazy weird synthetic fragrances that are going to make you ill. Windex is the worst. I mean, some of this stuff has neurotoxins in it, guys. It's horrible. So please, let's clean up the earth. Let's clean up our air. Indoor pollution is worse than outdoor pollution, I've heard. Please stop with the dryer sheets, and the laundry detergent is horrible. I don't want to get on my soapbox, no pun intended, but I have a thing about those, I don't want to get too crazy with you guys, but when you get those artificial fragrances, I don't want to say any particular names and get myself in trouble of brands, but they are so strong. They do not clean your product any better. I found out it's water that actually does the cleaning in your laundry. These scents just mask everything, and they are so bad for asthma and allergies and migraines. Please, please consider going towards natural. And just because it says free and clear doesn't mean that it's natural and good for the earth. No, 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 no. I use Ecos. I really like Ecos. I like 7th generation, and I like 7th generation dryer sheets. But I don't even hardly ever use dryer sheets. Anyway, I know I'm rambling a lot. I just have so much to tell you guys. This brand, I'm so excited because I just placed a new order for all of it, and they gave me, I've never seen them do this before, but maybe they haven't, I didn't notice. They gave me a 30% off code to give you guys off all their products, and you can order everything online, and it's free shipping over $25. So I just ordered all the stuff. So I'm gonna link that in the comments, and if you need to message me privately for it, I'll give it to you there. But you can get all of their products for 30% off, which is awesome. And I know you're gonna love them because I'm obsessed. I've been using them for years. So, Better Life, the website is cleanhappens.com, but you wanna use my code to get the 30% off. So I'm gonna try to remember to put that in the comments because again, we're in this month of cleaning and detoxification. Your cleaning products are probably toxic and you don't even know. I'm super duper passionate about getting you guys to eat clean and natural, raise your frequency. The neurotoxins are blocking your intuitive pathways. You've got to have your intuitive pathways open so you can receive the guidance that your inner guidance is always offering you, your higher self's always offering you, so that you can have a fluid, smooth path forward towards manifesting your preferred reality. And I know I just rambled for like 20 minutes, but it's so important. Okay, now before we're shuffling, and I should have told people in the beginning, if you're just here for the weekly guidance, just fast forward until you see me flipping the cards over. Anyway, I have to tell you guys the magical manifestation story. Oh my gosh, it's so juicy. I gotta get a drink, it's so good, hold on. Okay, now it was a couple weeks ago, or maybe a month ago, I was talking about my favorite client, and you're all my favorites. I love you all. I'm emotionally invested in all of your lives, trust me. Sometimes I might care too much. I might lay in bed worrying about you. That's how I get smother mother with my clients. Anyway, so if you haven't seen this part 1 of this magical manifestation story, these stories of my client who is incredible. She just makes money out of thin air. She's manifested $10,000, $14,000, just crazy huge chunks of money. She manifested a fully professionally decorated home. It's crazy. There's so much. If you haven't seen that live stream, it's archived in my group Jory's live stream library. So you want to check that out. So I spoke with her yesterday, and I have another story for you. And I'm smiling because it's so crazy. And she was so funny. She's like, you're going to want to mention this on your live stream. I'm like, okay, I'm so excited to hear this. Okay, so it's so good, so good. I'm sorry I'm not reading all your comments, but I can't get distracted because I have too much to tell you guys. All right, so she got a phone call. And I said to her yesterday, this is how it started. I said, everything is serving you. Do not forget that everything is serving you, even if it doesn't appear that it is. What's so beautiful is I've been able to zoom out and see, really pay attention. I always trace everything back. And I'm like, wow, that looked like the worst thing and it was serving me. I get it now. I have the bigger picture perspective. Anyway, she said, yes, here's a perfect example of that. She got a phone call from a bill collector. And she said, I always pay my bills. I was very confused. And I'm thinking, oh, it's a scam, but that's not what it was. Anyway, they said to her, you owe a bill from a medical procedure that you had. And she's like, what are you talking about? What is the doctor's name? And they couldn't give her anything. They only gave her the date of the procedure. So she went and looked at her calendar and she said, I didn't even have a procedure on that date, but I did have a procedure a few days before that. So let me call my doctor's office and find out what's going on here, why they're calling me and telling me that I have this bill that I owe. So she calls the doctor's office, and the doctor's office looks up her records, the billing, whatever it is, and they say, you know what? You don't owe anything. In fact, we owe you. Yes, you heard me right. I'm getting chills. We owe you. You have a credit due to you of $400. I kid you not, people. They're like, we're so glad you called. We're going to get that check in the mail to you tomorrow. $400. She manifested $400 out of thin air because she manifests money out of thin air. And I told her that's a great belief and mantra for her, and it works every time. If this phone call didn't occur, so the universe gave her this phone call, and I said it's like this little treasure hunt, like this little scavenger hunt, connecting the dots here. If she hadn't gotten that phone call saying, you owe a bill, you owe a bill, and didn't listen to her, she listened to her intuition, okay? She's like following this little thread of like, maybe I should call the doctor and find out. Do you think in a million years she ever dreamed that the doctor would be like, we're going to give you $400 now? You don't owe us, we owe you. I mean, poofalicious, money out of thin air, amazing. So that's my story today of how the universe is always leading us and how things are always serving us, and how if we follow those intuitive pulls and we take inspired action, it leads us towards more joy, more magic, more excitement, more thrill, more divine support. Now, the divine support is always there, but it's evidence of the divine support. That money was evidence of the divine support. And just the week before, she told me, she said, I have to book a hotel for another night. I wasn't expecting to book a hotel for another night, but I know I'm abundant. That's what she said. I know I'm abundant. And the universe was like, we got you. We're going to give you money for that hotel room and then some. Because she knew, she believed, and she received. I feel like I should end this live stream right there because it's so juicy and I've rambled for so long, but we do have to shuffle our cards. So I think that covers everything on my list. Yes, today is a 3-5 day. 3 is Ramble City. 5 is excitement and promoting. And so there's all my stuff right there. Woohoo! All right, guys, are we ready for shuffling? I should have been shuffling while I told you all those stories to save time. Let me ask my pendulum how many cards from this deck. I know it's going to be one from the other two. Now, if you haven't seen me use my pendulum, I'm going to show you. I'm going to try and show you guys every time because I always have new people watching. So my pendulum, I sell these pendulums on my website. This one is made of orgone. It's got many different crystals inside it. Orgone is a combination of resin and crystals and metal shavings. And I use it for clarity. So I get yes, no, or maybe. So everyone's answers are going to be different as far as the movements of your pendulum. I say, show me yes. This is what you do when you get your pendulum. You say, show me yes, and mine circles. Show me no. Mine goes back and forth. And show me maybe. And that stand still. Now, maybe can also mean needs more information. So you can rephrase your question if you need to. So my question is, Should I pull 2 cards for focus from this deck? I'm getting back and forth, so that's a no. Should I pull 3? And it's starting to circle. So 3 focus cards from the Blissful Knowing deck, and 1 from the heart cards, and 1 from the flower cards. By the way, I sell all the decks on my website, theblissfulknowing.com. And I do have heart decks that are 50% off. They're only $11 on my website because we had a little printing boo-boo, and some of the border in the text is a little more like a lilac color. So I put those on sale for half off. All right, let me see if I can read the comments while I'm shuffling and waiting for the cards to jump out. I shuffle like this, and the cards fly out. That's called the magic shuffle. You don't have to do it that way if you have your own decks. It's just something that happened. Oh, we got all our 3 cards just flew out. Yay, save time. Unfortunately, I saw them. Shane is saying his pendulum does the same thing that mine does. And I'm so glad you all are working with the pendulums. So many of you have purchased the pendulums and love them. Oops, I saw that a little bit, but it's juicy. Darn it, I'm getting all the sneak peeks. One more card. By the way, last week, our focus cards were prosperity and trust. Trust in the prosperity that's coming. And holy moly, it played out for me. I hope it played out for you. Oh, we got 2 cards. 2 cards from the Zen Blossoms, but those flew out fast, so we can start shuffling. I'm sorry I'm talking so fast. I just feel like I've been talking so much. I want to be saving time for you guys, so I'm fitting in more words per minute. Okay, so our focus cards from the Bliss deck. Keep it neutral. I'm going to just show you the titles, all of them, and then I'm going to read them. You Are a Healer, my favorite card in the whole deck. Oh, I just had that vision of that card when I was getting ready to come on. Wave Your Wand. Ooh, this is interesting. All right, let me get the more legible version from the deck that has not been shuffled so majorly. Now I kind of feel like I wish I didn't read them all at once because I took away a lot of the drama. We still have more cards to flip. I just wanted to see if there was like a sentence happening, because sometimes we get a sentence when you get 3 cards in a row. Where's Wave Your Wand? Here it is. Okay. Okay. Oh, Amy loves that card too. It's so good. I know I cried when I wrote that card. It's my favorite card. Also, remember, if you see 11:33 on the clock, or even 1:33 on the clock, that is the 11:30. That is the You Are a Healer message. I'll explain that later. Okay, keep it neutral. This is good because I have a thing. I don't know if this resonates with you guys. I know I haven't read it yet, but I have this thing today where all last week it was like so positive and exciting. And then today I started looking at it kind of in a negative light, and I started to get freaked out and thought, uh-oh, maybe this isn't so great. And I thought, okay, it's just a matter of perspective. You were excited before, and now you're just focusing on negatives. So keep it neutral. Sometimes the things we think we don't want are leading us to something really positive. When we look at something as wrong or unwanted, it adds resistance and struggle to the issue. Rather than judging a situation or labeling it as good or bad, try to find a way to look at things neutrally. A neutral mindset quiets the ego mind and allows for an improved perspective of the circumstances. When we remove our negative definitions, we invite the resolution in. Now, how perfect is this that I just gave you an example of that? So my client gets a phone call from a bill collector. That sounds negative to me. I would label that as bad and unwanted, but it turns out it led her to major abundance. Major manifestation. So she didn't sit there and freak out. She just listened to her intuition, and it led her to abundance. This thing that normally would look like something unwanted led her to something wanted. Ooh, good example. Okay, so keep it neutral. We don't want to crystallize something in our reality as negative, because then it will become our experience. We don't want to insist insistence is resistance. If we're insisting that this thing is bad, we're pushing against it, we're just going to create more of it. We have to remember that it serves us. We have to be of the mindset that if it's happening, that it has meaning and that we can define it in a positive way, and then we will experience the positive as a result. So keep it neutral. That's what we got to do, guys. And I really am smiling because it's so appropriate for my recent freak out, which was not a freak out, but it was kind of when I was kind of having those obsessive thoughts of like, oh God, maybe this is something I should dread. Even though last week I was like, this is the best thing. And again, that's my ego in fear mode, and I need to see past those illusions. My ego is focusing on lack. Well, you're going to do this. This is going to happen if you do that, and this is going to happen if you do that. You know, it's never wanting to say what you're going to gain. It's always focusing on what you might lose, which half the time is a total bullshit story anyway. The ego is not too reliable in that way. It's all fear. Okay, our next card, my favorite. You are a healer. Oh, guys, this is such a beautiful message for all of us. I'm so happy right now. I'm so happy. I'm having a little allergy moment, but I'm still so happy. I'm not crying happy tears. I'm just sniffling from the allergies. You have the ability to soothe and uplift those around you. Do not underestimate the positive impact you have on this world. It is so much greater than you realize. Know that your mere presence is a gift to those around you. When you combine the power of your loving energy with an intention of serving others, your contributions to the universe are immeasurable. Immeasurable. Appreciate yourself and know that you can make a difference. I probably didn't read that card very well because I was like so excited that we even got this card. But it's such a beautiful card, and those of you that have the deck, you know how powerful this message is. You know how beautiful this card is. Ooh, Patrice is feeling it. She is resonating. So many people are like coming to me, what is my life purpose? What am I supposed to do? And, you know, of course, we look at your numerology and we look at your strengths and we look at where you are in your path and all of that. But really, your purpose is to be yourself as fully as possible. You never really know the impact you're having on anyone when you are vibrating at your true core frequency, when you're being your authentic self. It's really the greatest gift you can offer the world. You're tuning others naturally with that frequency, and you're being an example of someone who is living the truth of who they are and who they came to be. And that is a humongous gift. Humongous. So don't feel so much pressure to do so much and be so much. That all comes naturally because the path finds you. But just know that you are enough and you're doing enough just by beaming your frequency out there. The true core frequency. All right, next card. Wave your wand. I always think of this as the Harry Potter card, and it's purple. It's magical. Okay. Ooh, Denise is having some weather issues up in Canada there. Wave your wand. Oh, well, this is good. This goes well with, I think, with this first card. You have the power to change this situation. All that is required is a clear intention and a pure belief that it is possible. Make up your mind to experience this circumstance differently and allow life to show you a whole new perspective of it. Remind yourself that you are in the driver's seat and steer your life in the direction you prefer. We've been getting this card so much because we are deliberate creators, and I'm here to remind you in case you forgot, which we all forgot when we came here, but now is the time to remember. We're powerful, deliberate creators. We are powerful manifestors. We create our reality with our focus. Excuse me. I got so excited. Jesus. The words can't come out fast enough. All right, so don't worry, I'm not going to die on screen. It'd be a cool way to go, not. Okay. So magic is, my definition of magic is a clear intention plus a pure belief. So we need to be clear with our intentions. The universe responds to clear intentions. We need to have laser-like focus. We need to know what we want. But we also have to believe that it's possible. We have to know that we are creating, and we are creators, and we can create the experiences we desire. Now, when I say create the experiences we desire, remember, Our ego thinks we want something, but the higher self knows what we really want. So sometimes we go, I didn't get what I want. And that's because the higher self knows what's best for us. And we have to trust. So sometimes we're going to get the essence of our desires, or sometimes we're going to get what we need because what we thought we wanted isn't really what we needed, isn't really what we wanted. But it's all serving us, and it's all, the universe is taking notes as far as our preferred reality. So improved experiences are definitely waiting for you. Anyway, I'm still like trying to get air in, so if I'm not making sense, it's because I need more air in my brain cells. I need more oxygen. All right, I'm getting goofy today. There's goofy energy today. All right, so what I like about this is it's reminding us that if something looks negative, that we can shift it to positive by waving our wand, shifting our, and seeing then we can see a whole new perspective of the situation. By staying neutral and not putting a negative definition on something, life can show us a whole new perspective of it. Your healer, I just love, because I think it's so great for all of us to remember that we are here to be ourselves and to beam out our positive energy, which is our natural state. Joy is our natural state. You can look at children and see that joy is our natural state. All right, so we've got 1 heart card for focus and 2 Zen blossoms for focus. So we're going to keep on flipping. Yay, Liz, hi. Yeah, Liz, there was quite a bit of rambling. I'd like to say that it was all exciting rambling, but there was a lot. So you got all kinds of stuff to catch up on. That's okay. It's all good stuff. All right, so heart card, focus. These are all focus cards today. That's how we're doing it. Ooh, abundance. Oh, yes. Last week's was prosperity, and that manifested so beautifully in my life. So I hope it manifested for you. I'm trying to look for my deck that has the more pristine image for you. Oh, so abundance is our focus card from the heart deck. Love, love, love that. Love that. Maybe you all are getting your tax refunds. Denise got her abundance. I got mine, or prosperity, last week. That's what our card was. Same thing. I was blown away by mine. So yay, universe. Stay open, stay positive, and you will be surprised and delighted and amazed. All right, abundance. Shane, you're just such a great little student. He's using my definition of abundance, the ability to do what you need to do when you need to do it. That's all abundance is, the ability to do what you need to do when you need to do it. The reason why I picked abundance, now I don't know if you can tell, but that is pretty much a heart inside. This is all hearts in nature, this deck. I have some better pictures I wish I could put now in the deck, but at the time this was pretty good. So this is a zinnia, and I picked the word abundance because pink, I was thinking friendship and love, red love, and I was thinking about how this gold reminded me of a gold crown or a gold necklace, and it just made me think of abundance in all areas of your life, in your friendship, in your love, and in your wealth. So that's why I picked this picture and this word as a combo for this deck. Anyway, abundance is the focus. Now, I've also talked about how the universe is so abundant. There is no lack in the universe. And the analogy or the example of an apple seed, that you can count how many seeds, I think this is from the Bible, I don't know. You can count how many seeds are in an apple, but you can never ever count or fathom how many apples will come from that one seed. Woo-hoo. And when you're out in nature and you see all the leaves and the petals and the buds and everything, you can see how abundant this natural world is. There is no lack. All right, so our first card, one word card, is abundance. Where's it gonna go? I think I'm gonna move these 3 so we can focus on these other 3. Let's see. Ooh, exciting cards today. All right. I don't know where these go. Okay, 2 more cards and we are all done, guys. And you may be dismissed. The school bell will ring after 2 more cards. Because I feel like I've been keeping you in like this long class now. It's probably been 45 minutes. Okay, 2 more focus cards from the Zen Blossoms. Ooh, enlightenment. Enlightenment. And wish. Oh my God. Love that. I love it. Okay, why did I pick enlightenment for this tulip? Isn't that a pretty tulip? It's so wide open. I just love this view, bird's eye view of this tulip. Well, it made me think of lighting up from within, the light of our inner knowledge and the seeds of wisdom and the bigger, broader perspective, higher up, looking at something from a bird's eye view, zooming out, seeing the bigger picture. As I mentioned, you can start to trace your life back and see, oh, I didn't think that served me, but now I see how it did serve me. Something that I thought was negative actually turned out to be positive, referring to that story that I mentioned earlier about my client. So you can really start to trace it back. One of my favorite things to do when something positive happens is to say, just look at it and say, would I have requested that? Would I have put an order up for that? Yes, this is a preferred reality experience. This is something that I would have wanted, and the universe was paying attention. And I had once told you guys that story about those pickled vegetables and how I love pickled vegetables, and I had gotten this jar and they were too spicy, so spicy I couldn't eat them. And then one day I'm at the store and they have this new mildly pickled vegetables, and I went, oh my God, or mildly spicy, and I went, the universe is paying attention. And it's just a small example, but I was so tickled and pickled. I was so delighted because I thought, the universe is paying attention. It was kind of like going in and being Goldilocks. This is too hot. This is too cold. This one is just right. The universe is like, oh, those are too spicy for you. Let me create this new product for you that's mildly spicy. So you can get your spice, but it's not going to be too strong and you're going to love it. And I did love it. And it was like, wow, universe, you're listening. That was just a really small example, of course. Anyway, it makes sense again with the wish card that the universe is paying attention to your wishes. It's keeping track of your desires. It's keeping track of your preferences, and it wants to bring you the essence of those desires and preferences. It does. The more you pay attention, the more magical your life will be, because you will see evidence of how supported you are. You will see evidence of how much a deliberate creator you are. You will see it. You've just got to pay attention. You've got to notice this stuff has been happening forever, but we weren't paying attention because we didn't understand the mechanism of how life works until recently, when we're all recognizing our true power as deliberate creators. So getting the bigger picture, seeing the behind the scenes, the thread, the divine threads that the universe is supporting you and encouraging you and giving you these intuitive pulls, and has synchronicity is leading you. Synchronicity, these little dot to dot, go there, turn left, call this person. That's all the universe, those intuitive pulls. The universe is supporting you, guiding you like a GPS system, guiding you towards your wish, guiding you towards abundance. Woohoo! I love this. Okay, this makes me so happy. I'm singing, and I apologize, guys, because that's not one of my gifts and talents. But I do it anyway because I'm being my authentic self, and that's the goal. All right, so leaving you with that, enlightenment, wish, abundance, hallelujah, nothing but positivity. Okay, guys, recapping really quickly, today's the last day to get $30 off my most powerful session, teaching you how to raise your vibration, how to shift from negative to positive anytime you feel a negative emotion. Giving you my most powerful tool, the Emotional Closet Cleaning, for $30 off. Go to theblissfulknowing.com. I'll link everything in the comments. If you want to join us, I don't know if I'm opening up more seats for our private live stream next Sunday, but you can message me to be on the waiting list. That's next Sunday from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. Pacific time, 5 to 7 Eastern time, Sunday, April 21st. We are sold out right now, but I may be guided to open up a couple more spots. I don't know. I think that's it. I'll link you to the Blissful Knowing VIP so you can get first dibs on the wands. I only ordered a couple of each color, so there's not going to be a lot of inventory. The Blissful Knowing VIPs might buy it all up before I can even go public. So you definitely want to be a part of that group if you're interested in the Oregon pieces. Like I said, I do still have some on my site, including the pendulums, which are free shipping when you buy a deck. Woohoo! All right, guys, I think that's enough rambling. Please say hi if you're watching the replay. Have a great weekend. I hope the weather is warming up. I saw it was snowing in Chicago. Yikes. I hope it warms up for you. I hope you can get out there and do some gardening, connect with nature. That's so important, and especially this month with the 7 energy. But definitely, if you're interested in these cleaning products, 30% off, I will link you to the code 30% off. So excited that they offered that. All right, guys, I'm done rambling. I'm gonna head back outside. It smells like heaven with those lemon blossoms. I'll talk to you later. Thanks, guys. Bye.